Salam. Hello everybody and welcome back to another Persian lesson at LLB Society. This is Dr. Hariri, the creator of LLB Society, and in this video I'm going to teach you another Persian lesson on Persian grammar about verb conjugation. One of the most important verbs in any language is to be. Boodan. In Farsi we say Boodan, and sometimes shudan, like become, And in this lesson I'm going to teach you this very important, in my idea, the most important verb in any language, together with a lot of examples and explanations. Before starting, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website at lleb.net for more information. Okay, so let's get started. صرف فعل فارسی از فعل بودن means verb conjugation from the verb بودن or to be. در زمان حال، گذشته و آینده. Actually in the three tenses of present, past and future. Okay. So در زمان حال, so in present tense, in the present tense. There are some examples. Maybe I need to just, it's better to zoom in. So the first example, I will give you instructions and also all the necessary information inside, actually, with the help of the examples to make it as practical as possible. So, من گرسنه هستم or گرسنه ام. It means I am hungry. Man is the subject, گرسنه, the adjective, hungry, هستم. Pay attention to the verbs. Actually, هستم is a form of, or conjugated form of be, to be, in reference to man. So it means I am hungry, and this me in blue refers, or actually it is that conjugation or inflectional part of the verb, and it refers back to man. So make sure that when the verb is be or to be, am is the inflectional part of man. Okay? Or you can say man گرسنه am. You can omit هستم. Okay, hast, and just simply say am. Man گرسنه am. What about the negative structure? You just change هستم to نیستم. Pay attention. So that ne is a negator, a negative maker. Na, So it is هستم changes to نیستم. Okay, manfi means negative. Okay, the next example. تو ایرانی هستی. تو means you. ایرانی, Iranian. هستی. You are Iranian. Remember, hast, the same is here, and also the same is here, just the inflectional part, or شناسه فعل, we call it شناسه فعل, or inflectional part changes from am to e in response to to. تو ایرانی هستی. And what about the negative form? نیستی. So نیستم changes to نیستی. Very simple. تو تشنه نیستی. You are not thirsty. تو تشنه means thirsty. نیستی, again it is negative, and e refers back to تو. تو تشنه نیستی. اسم من کامران است. اسم من کامران است. اسم من, my name. Ast, remember, ast is the inflectional part for third entities, including اسم من. Okay, Kamran is a proper name, so an individual's name, Kamran, like Jack, like Alice. So Kamran as, my name is Kamran. Remember, as mentioned before in the previous videos, there is a big difference in terms of grammar between Persian and English, and this is that in English the order of the sentence elements or parts, the order is in English subject, verb, object, but in Farsi there's a big difference, and the order goes on as subject, object, verb. That is, in Farsi the verb is located at the end of the sentence. You must know that. A lot of our Persian students actually make this mistake and put the verb immediately after the subject, like as we have it in English, but that is wrong. So اسم من کامران است. Remember, است is the verb and it is located at the end of the sentence. And what is the negative form of است? نیست. Okay. او در کلاس حاضر نیست. او he or she. In Farsi we don't have any specific any gender specific element. You know, او is neutral. It could be both female and male. او در کلاس حاضر نیست. He or she is not present in the class. در کلاس, in class. حاضر means present. نیست, and it is negative. So he or she is not present in the class. او مدرس یا معلم فارسی است. او, again neutral. مدرس, معلم, both of them. They are synonymous, means teacher. Farsi است. Another difference is that actually in Farsi, unlike English, any adjective or noun modifier come after the verb. After the noun, they modify. So here, مدرس Farsi. In English, we say English teacher, but in Farsi, we say actually teacher English. You know, that is the difference. So put the adjective and noun modifiers after the nouns. So او مدرس فارسی. So he or she is an English teacher. And the opposite or the negative is نیست. Clear. ما با هم دوست هستیم. ما, subject, با هم means with each other. دوست هستیم. We are friends with each other. هستیم. Remember, im refers to ما. So ما با هم دوست هستیم. We are friends with each other. And the negative form is نیستیم. هستیم changes to نیستیم. If you don't know how to read the Persian alphabet, don't worry, because we have taught all of them. You can find them either in our YouTube channel or at our website lelb.net. And yeah. So شما دانش آموزان سخت کوشی هستید. شما دانش آموزان سخت کوشی هستید. شما, plural, you. Okay, you. And sometimes singular you, but in terms of solidarity or politeness, it is plural you. So شما دانش آموزان سخت کوشی هستید. You are studious or hard working students. دانش آموز, student. دانش آموزان, students. سخت کوش, hard working, studious, active. So as I said, in Farsi, put the adjective after the noun. So دانش آموزان سخت کوش. You see? Okay. هستید. You are hardworking or studious students, and id refers back to شما. And the negative منفی is نیستید. Good. So آنها در محل کار هستند. آنها در محل کار هستند. آنها means they. در محل کار, in the workplace. در محل کار هستند. They are in the workplace. هستند. So, and refers back to آنها. منفی نیستند. Negative نیستند. آنها در محل کار نیستند. They are not in the workplace. آنها در محل کار حاضر نیستند. You know, they are not present in the workplace. So the previous examples were from conjugating the verb to be in the present tense. But what about simple past tense? زمان گذشته. زمان گذشته. Past tense. من مریض یا بیمار بودم. مریض بیمار. Sick. Ill. I was sick. من مریض یا بیمار بودم. Remember, the past root of the verb to be is بود. You know, so the past root of the verb to be is بود. And the present root of the verb to be is هستن, as we had it before. هستن. These are present roots. You know, present roots. You see? Even est, which is another version or form of that. So the present root of بود to be is هستن, which is not used by itself. It should be conjugated. But the past root of the verb to be is بودن. Okay. So من مریض بودم. And the negative form is نبودم. Again, you need to add نه before بودن. نبودن. Okay. The next example. تو فعال بودی. تو فعال بودی. You were active. فعال means active. Okay. تو فعال بودی. So, you were active. And what is the present form of that? تو فعال هستی. It means you are active. And the negative form is نبودی. You were not active. نبودی. Next example. خانوم تهرانی در کلاس بود. Miss Terwani was in the class. بود. بود, because it refers to a third entity, actually there is no inflection or conjugational part. Or شناسه فعل دیگه نداره. We don't have any شناسه فعل. خانم تهرانی, Miss Terwani, was in the class. And the negative is نبود. Wasn't in the class. آقای افشار خارج از کشور بود. And the negative is نبود. Mr. Afshar was outside the country. Was abroad. خارج means outside. کشور means country. So, آقای افشار خارج از کشور بود. Mr. Afshar was outside the country. منفی نبود. Wasn't outside the country. او وقت شناس نبود. A negative example. او, he or she, وقت شناس means punctual. وقت شناس نبود. He was not punctual or she was not punctual. ما با هم دوست بودیم. ما با هم دوست بودیم. Okay. We were friends with each other, to each other. با هم, with each other, one another, دوست, friend, بودیم. We were friends to each other. منفی نبودیم. Negative نبودیم. شما همکلاسی بودید. شما همکلاسی بودید. همکلاسی, classmate. همکلاسی classmate. You were classmates. You were classmates. Okay. Negative. نبودید. شما با هم آشنا نبودید. شما با هم آشنا نبودید. You were not familiar with each other. You were not acquaintances. آشنا, acquaintance, familiar. You know, it's an adjective in Farsi. شما با هم آشنا نبودید. So you were not familiar with each other. You did not know each other. Okay. نبودید is negative. And id refers to شما. آنها از قضا ناراضی بودند. آنها از قضا ناراضی بودند. ناراضی means not راضی. راضی means satisfied. ناراضی means dissatisfied. Okay. آنها از قضا food. They were not satisfied with the food. آنها as means from, but here in English we say with. از قضا ناراضی بودند. They were not satisfied. They were dissatisfied with the food. And refers back to آنها. And the negative is نبودند. Were not. Okay, so far so good. صرف فعل بودن در زمان آینده. So verb conjugation of بودن زمان آینده. در زمان آینده. In future. We have an individual video about verb conjugation in future tense. But I just wanted to complete this lesson thoroughly. Therefore, I included بودن as well. But for more information, you can just watch that video at lelb.net or in our YouTube channel about verb conjugation in the future tense. Anyway, this is just a shortcut to that. So, if you want to conjugate any verb in future tense, which is most of the time found in formal Persian, not colloquial or conversational, you need to conjugate actually one of the forms of the verb خواستن actually with the help of or together with that conjugational part. So خواستن here is a modal auxiliary. You know, it's not the principal verb. Let me just illustrate it this way. من نیم ساعت دیگر آنجا خواهم بود. من نیم ساعت دیگر آنجا خواهم بود. I will be there in half an hour. نیم ساعت دیگر. نیم ساعت means half an hour. دیگر, okay, means another half an hour. In Farsi we put it this way. آنجا, there. خواهم بود. Again, actually, you need to use one of the conjugation. Actually, let me say, the past root of the verb بودن, which is بود, all the time. You need to use بود all the time. And this is خواستن. The present root of خواستن is خواه. This is rather complicated, but if you know the formula, actually, it's going to be really easy. And remember, there is another video on that. So, the present root of the verb خواستن is خواه. You need to use that together with the inflectional part. خواهم بود. It means I will be. Okay? So, I will be there in half an hour. And the negative is, again, the auxiliary verb is negated. نخواهم بود. نخواهم بود. I won't be there in half an hour. Okay. من در جلسه شرکت نخواهم کرد. من در جلسه شرکت نخواهم کرد. I will not participate in the meeting. In the session, meeting. من در جلسه. جلسه means meeting, session. شرکت کردن is attend, participate. نخواهم کرد. Again, it is the root, the present root of the verb خواستن, which is negated. نه خواه. And because the subject is man, therefore you need to add am. And the principal verb is شرکت کردن. Therefore you need to use the past root of کردن, which is کرد. So it's the rest is easy to guess. So من در جلسه شرکت نخواهم کرد. I will not participate in the meeting. Okay. تو مدیر شرکت خواهی بود. تو مدیر شرکت خواهی بود. تو subject you, مدیر شرکت. You say company manager, but as I said in Farsi, you need to just put it the other way, upside down, let's say. So say مدیر شرکت, manager company, you say that. Let me put it this way instead of company manager. مدیر means manager, director. شرکت company. خواهی بود, so you will be the manager of the company or company manager. And that E refers to to, and بود is always actually the same. بود is always the same. The past root of the verb بودن. And the negative form نخواهی بود. نخواهی بود. Okay. او از کار خود پشیمون خواهد بود. او از کار خود پشیمان یا پشیمون خواهد بود یا خواهد شد. Sometimes we use شدن. It means to become instead of be. So be means بودن. Become is شدن. There's a slight difference between them, by the way, as you know. او از کار خود پشیمان means regret. Regret. So it means he will regret his what he has done, his task, okay, his work. از کار خود. کار خود means what that he has done. پشیمان خواهد بود. So he will regret what he has done. So add is the conjugational part referring to او خواهد بود or should. Should comes from شدن. And the negative is نخواهد بود یا نخواهد شد. You need to add نه. You see? Okay, so the next example. ما موفق خواهیم بود یا خواهیم شد. ما موفق successful. خواهیم بود یا خواهیم شد. ایم again refers back to ما. خواهیم بود خواهیم شد. منفی or negative structure نخواهیم بود نخواهیم شد. I told you in conversational Farsi we don't use the future structure very much. Sometimes it is not used but it is implied. So but I want you to know every detail about that in the most practical way, so that if you need to just make yourself understood to a Persian speaker, 100% sure, you just sometimes need to resort to using this structure. Okay. ما با هم عقیده نخواهیم بود. هم عقیده means concur with somebody, agree, see eye to eye. ما با هم, we will not concur with each other, or there are some clashes of opinions, or let's say conflicts. هم عقیده. نخواهیم بود, it's negative. ایم refers back to ما. So we will not concur with each other. شما مسئول این اتفاق خواهید بود. مسئول responsible. اتفاق happening. خواهید بود. So you will be responsible for this happening. this happening. شما مسئول این اتفاق خواهید بود. You will be responsible for this happening. And the negative form is نخواهید بود. You will not be responsible for this happening. آنها از کار شما راضی خواهند بود. You know what راضی is? Means satisfied. از کار شما. So they will be satisfied with your job. کار شما. Your job, your task, what you have done. So your service, it could also mean. So آنها از کار شما راضی خواهند بود. And refers back to آنها. And بود is always the same in all of the examples. So they will be satisfied with your job, with your service. And the negative form is نخواهند بود. And برای آشنایی بیشتر با ساختار زمان آینده در زبان فارسی اینجا را کلیک کنید. So if you just click here, you will access the other Persian lesson on verb conjugation and actually complete formula and more information in detail on زمان آینده, future tense in Farsi. And now let me show you the conjugation, the specifications of this lesson. This lesson falls into the category of آموزش آنلاین زبان فارسی, which means learn Persian online, and some keywords and tags that just direct you to other lessons, other relevant lessons. So if you just click on that, آموزش فارسی به بزرگسالان, teaching Persian to adults, آموزش فارسی به نوجوانان, teaching Persian to adolescents or teenagers, انواع زمانها در فارسی, different tenses in فارسی, بن حال, present root, بن گذشته, past root, بودن, to be, تمرین شنیدن در فارسی, listen practice in فارسی, تمرین نوشتن در فارسی, writing practice in فارسی, دستور زبان فارسی, Persian grammar, زمان آینده, future tense. If you just click on any one of these, you will have more relevant lessons together with videos. What could be better than this? What could be more complete than this? Nearly 300 Persian lessons, all original, together with videos, actually to immerse you into the world of Persian, and with our full support. Remember, we support you 100% all the time. You can leave voice and text messages to our teachers, to your teachers, including me, and at a very, very affordable cost. So if you are really serious about learning Persian, so LLB Society is the best option for you. So زمان حال ساده, simple present tense, زمان گذشته ساده, simple past tense, سطح مقدماتی فارسی, so elementary Persian, شناسه فعل, inflectional part of the verb, because actually Persian is so rich or is enriched with inflections. صرف فعل, verb conjugation, and mastar means infinitive. And some related lessons, these are for kids, by the way. آموزش حرف ب از الفبای فارسی for kids, and also آموزش حرف آی غیر اول, مکالمه ناهمزمان فارسی. And you can also reach out for this comment form at the bottom of each lesson to leave your questions or opinions in the form of text. And also there is another feature where you can leave voice messages and receive immediate answers professionally. Okay, so let me just show you. Yeah, here is the Persian department at the LLB Society, because actually LLB Society is a bilingual academy. So, well, thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to access the upcoming videos, we're going to complete all of the Persian lessons about grammar and about writing and many other things, including all of the 4 skills. خب امیدوارم که براتون مفید بوده باشه. شما میتونید کلاس های آنلاین فارسی ما شرکت بکنید با تست رایگان و یا اینکه عضویت ماهانه در وبسایت ما داشته باشید با ساپورت 24 ساعته، پشتیبانی 24 ساعته برای فارسی آموزان از هر کجای دنیا. خیلی متشکرم از توجه شما. همه شما عزیزان رو به خدای بزرگ میسپارم. مواظب خودتون باشید و خدا نگهدار. بای بای.